Ji, let's have a look. I'm just making a basic video that is called Basics of Accounts. It is a small video, but it is very useful for learners. Keep in mind, when we do accounting, only remember that only business transactions are recorded. You know what's the meaning of business? Okay, only business transactions are recorded. This is first. And then there are three golden rules. What are the three golden rules? One is real account, that is related to land, building, furniture. All keep in mind that you are thinking about the business. Furniture, computer, motor vehicle. And you can touch, can be touched and seen. Goods is not included in. Despite that, it looks like a lot. Goods is termed as stock. What is the rule? Real account. I use short term R, the first alphabet. Then there are two lines, R1, first line. Debit what comes in. Credit what goes up. Real second. Okay. Suppose you are purchasing machine. So there is a debit and credit mechanism. In accounting, it is a method that one account will be debited, another will be credited. So here, machine account debit to cash account credit 10,000 and 10,000. Now, what is the rule I applied here? It is R1, rail ka first, then R2. Why? Machine is coming in, cash is going out. So it is a double entry system that tells us that when you are recording any business transaction, any business, remember that one account debited, one account will be debited, will be credit. Machine account debit, cash account. So R, I have applied R2. Now there is another account, personal account, natural person, relates to natural person, institutions, such as company, LLC, partnership for, etc. Now the rule is that debit is a credit giver. Okay. So it is made it P for personal, P1, P2. Personal का line, then personal का second line. If one more thing, yeah, machine bought from Mohan. Let me check, some technical problem has come. Yeah. Bought from Mohan 50,000. So because you have to make one debit and one credit, remember that identify two things, two types of account that are involved, machine and Mohan. Here, why I am not writing cash? No. Why? Because name of the person is given and okay, fine. Now, what are the two names? Machine and Mohan. Now you should identify Mohan is personal, machine is real. Machine is real, then apply in your brain, apply the logic in your brain. Machine is coming in or going out? Coming in, R1. It is coming in. Mohan is giver or receiver? Giver. So R1, P2. So always remember, if first rule of R is applied, then certainly second rule of P will be applied, because one debit, one credit. One more thing, debit is written as DR, credit is written as CR. Okay, so now entry will be machine account debit. Debit in short is written DR. Account in short is written A/C to Mohan's account. This is 15,000. This is debit amount. This is credit. Okay. Here we write narration. Mohan to cash. Done. Now there is third account called nominal account. Nominal account is expense. Expense is income. Remember, purchases is expense. And sale of goods is income. Why? It may come in your mind that, sir, sale is real. No, sale is because you buy goods for commercial purpose. So sales is nominal. It is N2, nominal second. Purchase is N1. Pay salary, you pay wages, you pay electricity bill, etc. These are expenses. All expenses are called N1. It's very, very frequent. Okay. Now income. There is another word. Income may we have more incomes. Dividend received, interest received. These are all incomes. Nominal second. Remember, I call it N nominal 1. Credit all income and gains. I call it N2. Okay. So now we have R1, debit what comes in, R2, credit what goes out. Then we have P1, debit the receiver, P2, P means personal, credit the giver. Then we have N1, debit all expense and loss, and credit only two lines. Only business transactions are recorded. And remember, if you are taking first line of real, R1, then P2. Example, machine debit to Mohan. So Mohan is giver. That is why P2 giver credit. Machine is coming in. Machine debit. So the most important part is you have to identify two accounts. Suppose it is a business transaction, purchase of goods. Purchase of goods. So here it is purchases and cash. Because when person name is not given, the transaction is cash. So purchases is N1, cash is R2. Purchases is N1, cash is R2. What is the entry? Purchases account debit to cash account credit. Suppose assumed amount 10,000. This is amount debit. This is amount credit. Okay. So purchases to cash. Purchases is N1 and cash is R2. You need not to write in exam N1, R2. These are the coded terms I have used for teaching purposes so that a learner can understand it fast as early as possible. Purchases and cash credit. Got it? Purchases and cash. Got it? Purchases and cash. Now, goods sold. It is a recurring business transaction, goods sold. One account is cash, one is sales. Sales is nominal का second. Cash is real का one. क्योंकि cash is coming in. Sales is income. I told you sales looks like real, but we have treated it as nominal because goods purchase is a commercial activity, goods sold is a commercial activity. Business is known for purchase and sale of goods or providing services. That is why sales and purchase of goods is termed as purchases and sales. So where जहां पर N2 लगेगा, where it is N2, apply credit and coming in, apply debit. And please keep in mind एक का 1 लगेगा, दूसरे का 2 लगेगा. If real, you are applying first line of real, you will be applying second line of nominal. Both one you can't apply. If you look at these rules, one R real account is for debit. See, debit the receiver. One is debit. R1, debit what comes in. Nominal ka one, debit all expenses and losses. So first line is meant for debiting, second line is meant for crediting, whether it is real, nominal, or personal. Now there is wages paid. Wages is given to laborer. Wages paid. Paid word is cash to laborer. Okay. Now wages is expense. It's nominal one. Cash is real. It is R2. Why? Because you pay wages so that conveniently you can run your business. Suppose, if suppose I am buying computer, then computer is like real account. But if I am paying electricity bill, petrol of the car, then it is required to use electricity connection. It is required to use computer. So computer is real, electricity is nominal. Car is real, and car's petrol is nominal. Okay. Now, what is one is debited. Wages account debit to cash account credit. Say it is 700. Okay. If I say electricity bill paid to UPCL, electricity bill paid to UPCL. Okay. 10,000. So it is paid. When any expense is paid in cash, this UPCL name is not required. So now there are two accounts involved, electricity bill and cash. You will say, sir, UPCL is also involved, but UPCL name is not required. Keep in mind one example. You have gone to a retail outlet. You have bought some household goods, some general goods that is required for your home. Did he ask your name when you purchased that goods? No, na. You paid cash. You paid through GPay or any electronic mode. Did he ask? No. So electricity bill paid in cash, cash is required. It is R2. It is N1. So now the entry will be account debit to cash. What is the rule? N1 R2. Remember, if I say goods bought from Mohan, credit, on credit, udhar. So now purchases N1, Mohan, giver, E2. ये credit हो जाएगा, purchases will be debit. This is how we do journal entries. And the most important part is you should identify what is real, what is personal, what is not. Okay. And sale of goods, remember, sale of goods is sale of goods is nominal, N2. Remember few things. See, sale of goods is termed as sales. It is N2. And when there is sales return, you sold goods, it is N1. Why? Income reduced is as good as expense. Income reduced, N1. Sales is N2. Purchases is N1. Purchase of goods. And purchase return is N2. Okay. And now proprietor name is written as proprietor's account is called capital. Proprietor's account is also called joint. For proprietor, you use capital when he brings in cash. And when he withdraws cash, right, joins. And one more thing, remember that it is separate entity. For example, I want to give an example. Dung and Company is a CA firm. It is run by Weber, CA Weber, FCA. It is run by FCA Gurkiran Kaur. It is run by CA Saket Dung. They are the owners. Please understand. But the account in the bank is at the name of Dung and Company. Please understand. They may be the authorized signatory, but account is run by at the name of Dung and Company, and it is a current account. Okay, so Dung and Company is a separate entity. Although these three are the owners, Abha, Gurkiran, and Saket, but Dung and Company is a separate entity distinct from these three. Try to understand my point. There is another firm, one of my friend, Mr. Pramod Batra and Rakesh Batra. They are running a firm called Batra Electronics. Okay. It is owned by Rakesh Batra. It is owned by Pramod Batra and their sons and their family members, spouse. But the account in the bank is at the name of Batra Electronics, not at the name of Rakesh Batra and Pramod Batra. Please try to understand. Batra Electronic is a separate entity distinct from Rakesh Batra and Pramod Batra. Dung and Company is a separate entity distinct from Vaibhav Dung, Saket Dung, Gurkiran Kaur Dung. Please understand. So these are the separate entity concept, and real, personal and nominal. Please identify. And यदि एक का 1 लगेगा तो दूसरे का 2 लगेगा. देखिए, one few more example. Machine bought, machine sold. So cash and machine. Machine is R2, cash is R1. जिसमें 1 लग रहा है उसको डेबिट कर दो, जिसमें 2 लग रहा है उसको क्रेडिट कर दो. Wages due. Due is it is not paid. Due payable to Hari. Okay. So now entry will be wages debit to Hari. It is N1 and it is P2. He is the supplier of services. He is giver. He is giving his services. So wages करना है. Bought from Doon Furniture Mart for cash. So now identify two things. One is furniture, one is cash. There is also Doon Furniture, but when you are buying for cash, party's name is not required. Why you are bringing him as debtor or creditor? Furniture is R1, cash is R2. Please understand that. And if I say car bought on credit, car bought on credit from Ganesh. Okay. So now there are two parties, car and Ganesh. Ganesh is personal, he is a giver, car is real, coming in. One is debit, Ganesh is credit. Always identify two names and then go ahead. So I think you might have understood this. So this was a diligent effort I have made to make you understand. Okay. So I hope Yes, I hope you might have understood. I'm requesting that please make yourself competent enough to identify the two accounts are real or personal, nominal or real, personal or real, real and real. And then keep in mind that there are 6 lines: real, one, debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Personal, debit the receiver, credit the giver. And nominal, debit all expenses and losses, credit all income and gains. I shall make more videos like that. Thank you so much. Keep watching and subscribe my channel. It is in the interest of the society. I'm making these videos. Thank you so much.